Hello and welcome to WyoToday.com, streaming live from Lyman High School. Whew, we got that one close, folks. Sorry for the delay on the pregame show. I have to say a huge thank you to the staff here at Lyman High School getting me set up this morning for this broadcast. Had a little bit of a snag with our internet this morning. So we'll get things geared up here. I know they're gearing up to do the national anthem as well. So we'll be back with your starting lineups right here on WyoToday.com. I'm Rusty Wirt, streaming live on YouTube today. Share the word. There is a live stream of graduation for Fort Washakie on Facebook. We will be joining that on our Facebook page as soon as that is done. So for now, on YouTube, share with the other parents. I know I put a post up on WyoToday.com, but just as a heads up. Back after this on Wyo Today.
A conic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs... We're interrupting that ad to get your starting lineups for Lander. Number 2, Sam Welsh today for the Tigers. Number 7, Parker Reed, a senior this year. Number 8, Kellen Donahue. We have Nico Loham, number 10. Number 11, Ben Hamilton. McLean Hellier, they might have said that a little wonky. Number 17, McLean Hellier. Number 19, Camden Nickel. Number 33, a sophomore, Callum Wheeler. Number 37, a sophomore, Matisse Weaver. We have Cody Elliott playing keeper today. And we have number 46, a junior this year, Joe Hellier. Now the starters for the home team, the Lyman Eagles today. Number 0, Carter Smith playing keeper today. Number 1, Gage Nielsen. Number 5, Cope Thomas. Number 10, Jared Babcock. We have Preston Nebeker at number 11. Number 13, Aiden Varela. Number 14, Braxton Saby. Number 15, Jaden Brown. Number 17, Andres Portos Prado. I wanted to hear how they said that last name. Number 21, Caleb Smith. And that's it for your starting lineups here on WyoToday.com. I'm excited today. You know, I have to admit something to you. I showed up an hour early today. What's funny is the AD for Lander had actually told me the start time of these games correctly. He told me the right time, and I went off max preps and showed up a tidbit early. We're looking at the last normal game of the season before state, and that's going to take place next week. We'll talk about that. I will be doing a play-by-play, but I won't be allowed to do video. So just as a heads up for parents, I will make sure there is at least some form of coverage. And of course, I've done traditional play-by-play before I learned how to run camera and talk at the same time. Excited for today's match. It's actually a really nice day here. I had to say there was more cows on the road than I would have expected on the road to Lyman. Now, as far as the Mountain View game, I have to apologize to you for not being there. I found out there was no press box or electricity. So my idea was, hey, I'll back up the truck like I did in Warland. And then I found out my mobile Wi-Fi spot didn't have any service. From center circle, it looks like kicking us off will be Kellen Donahue. We might get a little bit of a crowd mic today. It's a little windy. You can see the corner flags going on all corners of the field today. A nice pitch. It is a grass pitch. And a nice crowd here for the home team. Donahue will drop back to Matisse. Weaver will send that over to the right to Hamilton. Now both teams did take a win against Mountain View this past week, so just as a heads up. And by past week, I mean Wednesday. Reed on the side. He sends to center circle with Weaver.
Come on, Lyman, stay with it.
Lyman getting a change of direction, moving forward. That'll go out past the end line. Excuse me, the sideline. See what happens when I miss one game, folks? Not allowed. Welsh gives it to Loham. Over to Weaver. Lander making progress. Will be a shot on goal. Stopped up and over by Carter Smith. He'll palm that away, keeping the danger away for the Lyman Eagles. Since it went out past the end line, we're going to see a corner kick. In from the corner to Joe Hellier. Lyman getting a touch on it, change of direction. Seeing Jaden Brown move it forward.
Good job, Cope.
Thomas will give it away to Gage Nelson from the sideline. Nielsen, excuse me. I realized as I was getting the starting lineups, they changed some numbers since the last game, so I want to make sure I give it to the correct folks here. Reed's going to send it to Welsh, working the side. Moves forward to the wing. Let him get set up. He'll drop back to Loham. Ooh. A bop that'll go a little too high above, and that'll be a score. In for the Lander Tigers, taking us back to center circle. That was good pace by the Tigers. Believe that came off of Donahue.
Yesterday we got rain, then we got summer, then we got rain again.
Now, as far as the weather goes, on the way in, I asked my phone, hey, what's the weather look like for today? Possible rain as we get closer to 3 o'clock. However, about 55 degrees is the ideal temperature for today's match. Hellier to the side. He'll drop back. Heads to McLean. Donahue with a nice flick forward to Weaver. He'll make it into the danger zone. Having a chance.
Good job, Jared.
It's going to be called Lyman ball. Varella's going to give it a lob. Goes to center circle. Lander turns it around. Sends forward to Donahue. Reed back to Loham. Change of direction brought by Lyman's Nebeker. Nickel from the side goes back to Hellier. And then forward to Nickel.
Come on, boys, let's go.
I have to say it's a nice backdrop here in Lyman. I can't tell you the last time I've been to town, but excited to be here. Reed will take a tumble. Going forward is Loham. Lyman gets the swipe. Reed turns it around. Running forward is Carter Smith. He'll take possession of the ball, sends it out with a kick.
Nice, Cope.
Still a bit of a breeze here at Lyman's pitch. Lander working formations, trying to get inside the 18. Donahue moves forward, gets stopped by the defenders of Lyman. Shot on goal by Weaver, tries to get palmed away, instead gets to the back of the net. With 35 minutes, 12 seconds to go in this contest, Lander 2, Lyman 0. Lander was able to just squeak by Lyman's defense. They were there and having good coverage. Drop back by Brown. We'll start a forward movement. McLean Hellier's going to get a foot on it, sends it back. Nielsen with a swipe. Out of bounds by Lyman. Caught by the assistant coach for Lander. McLean Hellier from the touch line. They'll keep it in the defensive third of the Tigers for now. Giving it a chip was Cope Thomas.
Good job, Blue. Come on, Blue, let's go. Let's talk.
Attack!
Now keep in mind, this is the last regular game of the season for the Tigers. Good block away.
Go, Carter, get it out!
Come on, guys.
Yes!
Keeper's on his toes. They're able to clear away the danger for Lyman. Moham's going to bop it forward. Rolled inside the box. It's going to be picked up by Carter Smith. Smith will take it to the end of the box. Gives it a lob that goes to about the 50. Thomas tries to get a forward motion. Gets turned around by Wheeler.
Go two! Good, Jared!
Welsh tries to get control in the air. Lyman will change direction. Now on the far side.
Go, Jaden.
Nichols going to try to get a swipe from Lyman. Keeping control is Nebeker.
Caleb.
Come on, Lyman, let's go.
Good, Jared! Get it, Aiden!
Go, Blue. Go, Blue.
Good job, Aiden!
Varela will follow that out of bounds. It'll be called Lander ball with Reed from the side. Toss goes into Weaver. There's going to be a penalty called. Lyman ball. Looks like that'll go against Weaver. Saby from the side. He'll toss in, meeting the head of Parker Reed.
Come on, Lyman, let's go.
It was a nice drive over this morning. Like I said earlier in the pregame show, a little too many cows on the road for me, but I also have to say, I do not support graffitiing highway signs, but there were some pretty funny ones on the way over. Someone, you know those signs on the way to Evanston that say antelope entering the road at 55 miles per hour? Someone put goat on there, and on the one with a cow, they put cow with a K. Being subbed into the game, we have Wyatt Nebeker, not to be confused with number 11, Preston Nebeker.
Good job, Preston!
So they'll swap the brothers out. Goal kick's going to come out from Varela. Nickel will send forward. Reed racing into the corner. He'll give it a chip.
Good job!
He aimed with precision, but that was stopped by Smith. A big kick will be chested by Joe Hellier.
Take it, Gage!
Come on, boys.
I want to thank you for tuning in live on YouTube. Lyman's starting to move forward. Thomas gives it a lob forward, changed around by Callum Wheeler. Rivals on the pitch today. Unfortunately, we're not streaming live on Facebook, but if you know of someone who has family graduating from Fort Washakie High School, we are also live streaming that. Multitasking today. So as soon as that graduation has concluded, we will add this broadcast to Facebook as well. Rella's going to take out the keeper kick from the box. Coming back to take a seat is Alice. Got lost in the substitution. Excuse me there, folks.
Come on, get it out.
Nickel tries to move forward. Lyman's going to get a lob on it, sending it back to center circle. Brown takes it to the side. That'll go out of bounds. Substitutions for the Lyman Eagles. Loughton coming in. It's going to be one of those names that I ask a parent about at the half. Toss in from Lyman. They'll keep it on the side. Lander ball. From the touch, goes in, gets chested around. Forward movement by Loham. Nickel will drop back to Hellier. Lander making good use of their formations today. Reed racing toward the wing. He'll give it a lob, meeting up with Nickel, trying to rein it in. Drops back to Matisse Weaver, who makes it to the back of the net for the Lander Tigers. 28 minutes, 41 seconds to go in this first half of play. Current score, 3-0 in favor of the Tigers. Great effort by both teams today.
Go, Eagles!
Lyman will drop back.
Take him, Gage!
Getting in the middle of the pass is Ayers. He'll try to go forward to Welsh. He'll get chipped away by Lyman. Lyman able to lob it out of the penalty box. Lander keeping up the pressure.
Good job, team!
Substitution going in for the Tigers. We'll see Connor Ayers, a senior for Lander. We'll also see heading to the field Carter Ayers. Brothers are going to sub in together. Coach Schaff is going to go check on Camden Nickel. Reed will head out. In for the Lyman Eagles, we'll see Traven Olis as well as Jared Babcock. I have to say it. Carter Ayers has his bangs in a ponytail today. I kind of dig it. Lander taking time to set up. Connor Ayers working toward the middle. He'll take it to the brother side. Opposite side of the field. Stopped by Loham when Lyman tries to move forward. A swipe coming from Lyman Smith. This time it's McCoy Smith. Hellier trying to sneak past Thomas. Silas Wheeler sends it forward. Tries to go to Joe Hellier. Lyman will take that out of bounds. Stops the pressure for the moment. Hellier will take it from the side. Sends to Loham. He'll get bobbed around a bit before he drops back. That going to Carter Ayers. Stopped mid-pass there. That was by Jaden Brown. Ball's going to roll to no man's land for a second. It's going to sit out past the side by Thomas. McLean Hellier from the touchline. Connor Ayers going to send forward to Silas Wheeler. It's going to be taken out by Varela of Lyman. 26 minutes, 14 seconds to go. A lob downfield by the Eagles will send Lander scrambling for the ball just after the 50. Change of direction. Carter Ayers over to Weaver. Silas Wheeler there to meet up with it. Inside the box and off the goalpost from Welsh. Intense moment for the Tigers. Lyman getting into the defensive third of the Tigers. McCoy Smith's going to give it over. And taking the lob was Braxton Saby. Cody Elliott there to shut down that. Callum Wheeler near the back. He'll send forward, meeting up with Welsh. He'll roll off of his leg. It'll be Joe Hellier from the touchline. He'll toss into Weaver. This is another one of those games where I'm going to see a lot of sibling play. So Silas Wheeler racing forward. Coming down to narrow down those angles was Carter Smith. He'll toss it out of the box. Ends up in possession of Braxton Saby. Good stop by Hamilton. It's enough to stop momentum. Lyman getting it swiped away. Weaver taking time to set up. Sends it left to Joe Hellier. Loham moves forward inside the box. Carter Smith was on one side. He sent it to the other. .24 minutes, 2 seconds to go. Current score 4-0 in favor of the Tigers. I'll readjust our scoreboard here. Looks like my camera might be sinking a tiny bit. There we go. Lyman will bring the ball back into action. A drop back from center circle. And a lob, sending it forward. Thomas there to meet up with it. Cody Elliott rushes forward, cuts off the angle, grabs the ball. Silas Wheeler trying to get past Varela. That'll get kicked away. Carter Ayers is going to try to stop the ball at the bottom of his foot. Looks like it snuck right past him, went out past the side. Toss in from Caleb Smith will be sent out by Lander. Eagles ball. Tossed back in to Gage Nielsen. Lander from the near side. Toss in to his brother, the two Helliers, back and forth. A stop by Lyman will send it back to Callum Wheeler. Anywho, an extra special thank you today to the staff here at Lyman High School. Anything that could have gone wrong with internet, I think we had. So huge thank you to them for getting me set up on a mobile hotspot and getting the game going. Also, if you're wondering why we're only streaming on YouTube, we are also covering Fort Washakie graduation. That'll be an offsides call on Lander. Looks like that went on Carter Ayers.
Good job, D! Go, Lyman!
Eagles ball being taken on by Aiden Varela. He'll take the kick out. That'll be stopped by Carter Ayers and a penalty called on what looked like a trip.
Don't say sorry if you want a yellow card. Don't say sorry if you want a yellow card.
Weaver's going to take the kick. That kick will go way up and over the goalposts. It's a field goal, but not quite in soccer regulation. Weaver has some powerful kicks. That one was just a little too much for the goal's taste. Great job by the Lander Tigers so far. Current score 4-0 with 21 minutes left in the first half of play. Lander chasing down the ball. McLean Hellier will chip that forward. Goes to Hamilton on the far side. Forward to Connor Ayers. He'll sneak down the sideline. Sends forward. Silas Wheeler heading to the wing up against Varela.
Yes, good job, Preston!
Lander trying to get in the danger zone. Lyman Eagles able to keep him out. That'll be a corner kick for the Tigers. Hamilton from the corner. He'll opt to send left.
Get it out of there! Yes!
Offsides for the Tigers. That'll be called extremely close to the net. It'll be Eagles ball now. Lander moving back.
Good job, Caleb!
Varela's going to send that out with a keeper kick.
Go, tight end!
Weaver is going to get a head on it to change direction.
Good job, Jared!
Lyman making forward motion along the side. Keeping it in bounds with a great slide with Saby. Whistles against Lander. Eagles ball. Taking it in from just before the 50 is Saby. Hellier will drop back to Callum Wheeler. Lander gearing up for 3 substitutions. Good footwork by Weaver will get him through the center circle. And a steal by Lyman from Gage Nielsen. Lob downfield by Lyman will go out past the sideline, giving it a ball to Lander. Substitutions coming in for the Tigers. We'll see Kellen Donahue welcome back to the field. We'll also see Camden Nickel, along with Zach Bingman.
Go, Eagles! Keep it on our side!
Looks like another substitution will be Sam Welsh in for Matisse Weaver. Matisse having a high score rate for this game. It's going to be welcome to the bench. Not that anyone's not welcome to the bench. It sounded good that time. Nickel's going to juggle. Gets sent over to Joe Hellier. He'll take it along the side, sending forward past the 50. Nickel will get tripped up. Taking on the ball for Lyman will be Hill. Lyman trying to move forward, gets swiped away. That time by McLean Hellier. Lyman will have forward movement. That was on a swipe by McCoy Smith. The ball will go out of bounds. Back into play by Saby. Donahue will send it to the side. And then forward from Bingman.
Come on, Blue.
Hit him, Jed.
Welsh drops to Bingman. Bingman setting himself up. Over to Loham. Roll past Loham and go to Nickel. Good keep away by Joe Hellier. He'll send it over to Beeson. Varela with heavy coverage on the sideline. Excuse me, that was not Varela. That was Portis Prado. My apologies. Lander keeping the pressure on. They'll back it up a bit and try to make a play down the side. Bingman takes it over. Ends up in the center with Donahue. Welsh will take it back to Joe Hellier. He'll set himself up. Sends it inside the box. Donahue trying to meet up with it. Bingman, sorry. Rush forward, excuse me, from Carter Smith will stop the pressure from the Lander Tigers inside the Lyman Eagles box. Word to the wise, don't try to sneeze while doing play-by-play. It does not end well. Substitution in for the Lyman Eagles. Returning from the bench is Jaden Brown. Joe Hellier going to get ahead on that. Callum Wheeler going to send a high lob, a big old kick, to just about the 50. Lyman from the touchline. Takes it in. Bingman will get a touch on it. Taken back by Saby. Portis Prado's going to send it forward. Lyman getting into the box. That'll be kicked forward and sent out past the end line. Lander ball. They have lots of littles helping shag balls today. It's always good to have extra help on the pitch. Cody Elliott going to send that kick just to the left over to Joe Hellier. Down the side. A back and forth between Loham and Nickel. And then to the center, trying to meet up with Donahue. Shot on goal by Donahue. It's going to be smothered out. Brought forward by Smith. Lyman defense given plenty of backup to Carter Smith in the box.
Let's go, Blue. Come on.
Lander with some great formation play. Helps him advance forward, but a little too far and goes out of bounds. Lyman ball, this time being taken in by Preston Nebeker. Just kidding, substitution in. We're going to see Wyatt Nebeker to the field, being brought in by Braxton Saby. Gorgeous day here at Lyman's pitch. It was a nice drive over. I saw a lot of boats on the road today. I like to fish, but I like soccer a tidbit more, so.
Hey, Blue, let's go.
Lander trying to make some headway inside the third of Lyman. It's going to get a lob forward by Tyden Hill. Joe Hellier with a drop back. That'll go to Loham and then forward to Welsh. He'll be met with coverage. He'll give it a lob Not quite reined in. They'll go out past the end line. It'll be Lyman ball. That keeper kick being taken on by Varela. Quick to get possession back is Donahue, sending it into the box with Nickel. Nickel from the side. They'll go through the field goal post. No good for the Tigers. Substitution in for the Eagles.
Okay, Jax, let's go.
We'll see Lalaton.
Okay. Good job, Jared.
Goal kick from Varela. That'll go out, meet the head of Welsh. Will bounce around until it goes out past the sideline. Saby from the touch. He'll toss in just before center circle.
Let's go, Blue, top.
Lyman giving it a lob high up into the air.
Charge the ball. There you go.
Lander's defense turning it around. Hellier will send forward and then out. Joe Hellier doing a good job of keeping control. Loham will drop it back. Working a triangle pass. McLean Hellier helping dribble over to Welsh.
Good. Good.
Joe Hellier's going to rush forward. Gives it a chip that'll go out past the side. Substitution for the Eagles coming into play. Travin Olis to the field.
Good job, Caleb.
Good job, Blue.
Attack him, Traven.
Come on, Blue, let's go.
Lander getting the pressure up. Welsh is going to send it forward to Bingman. Bingman will follow it into the wing.
Stay with it.
Good job, Jack.
Welsh will give it a hard kick that gets met up with Bingman. I think that was by accident.
Go, Gage.
Lyman starting to advance downfield, and a swipe by Joe Hellier will send it back to the defenders of the Eagles.
Oh, not that way. Jax, go get it. Jackson, get it out of the freaking middle.
Welsh is going to move forward.
Good job, Gage.
Go, Jax. Okay. Outrun him.
Welsh from the wing. Meeting up with the ball just before the net is Carter Smith of the Eagles. He'll take it out.
All right,
It's going to be met up with by the Tigers near center circle.
Okay, Jax, be ready, bud.
Sorry for the wandering camera.
Go get it, Jax.
Was double checking roster numbers here. Loham will lob it forward and into the net. Looks like substitutions galore coming in for both teams. That'll take play back to the center of the field. Substitutions in for Lander. Oh boy. All right. So we have Silas Wheeler, Matisse Weaver, Parker Reed, Carter Ayers, Ben Hamilton. I think I got all of them. Current score 5-0 in favor of the Lander Valley Tigers. 8 minutes, 29 seconds to go. I'll invite you to stick around for the halftime show. We'll recap some of the scores that we've seen today.
Go, B.
Lyman with the swipe and forward motion.
Come on, Blue, you got
We'll try to send that down the side. Gets met up with by the Tigers.
Jax, be ready.
Now back to midfield with Reed. He'll go forward. Getting a foot on it with a lob was Nielsen. Sends it into the body of one of the Tigers. Gets sent back. Plays back in center field.
Good pressure. Good job, Clay.
Hamilton will follow that out of bounds. Being brought back in by McCoy Smith. I lied. That's actually going to come back in from Travin Olis. Coach Schaff coming out to the field. He'll check on Reed. I think he may have been the one that had body contact on that last ball. Clock stopped at 7 minutes, 46 seconds. Whistles will bring the team back to the ball.
Go, Lyman!
Jax, play aggressive.
Right now, Eagles, right now!
Willis looking for the okay to get started again from the sideline. Eagles ball to start us back off.
Go hit it!
Rella's gonna send a lob forward, goes out past the end line, land her ball.
Sadie, give him the ball.
Throw a ball. Breck it. That's the ball you're supposed to be getting.
Breck, run down, go get it.
Clear out there.
Goal kick gonna come from Cody Elliott. He'll send to the far side with Connor Ayers.
Stay with him.
He'll be met with coverage. That was coming from Thomas.
Good, Aiden.
Cody Elliott's gonna come forward, shut down the angles, and shut down the forward movement from the Eagles.
Let's go.
Keep it up there.
Go, Jax.
Go get it.
Stop it, Jax.
Weaver moving forward into the wing.
Good job, Gage.
A change of direction and a swipe coming from Gage Nielsen.
Good drop.
Let's go, let's go.
Lyman's gonna chip forward, getting near the box. McLean Hellier getting enough of a touch on it to stop the forward movement. Olis will change the direction, and so will Weaver back to the Tigers at the 50.
Jax, be ready.
Carter Ayers with his hot pink cleats sending it over. Goes over to Bingman. Welsh in the middle. He'll drop back to Weaver, trying to find a setup.
Jax, go get it.
Weaver making good use of his footwork. He'll drop it to Welsh, who rolls it back.
Good job, T.
Out past the side, lander ball. Joe Hellier back into play, this time swapping out for his brother, McLean Hellier. Granted, I didn't get to see any of the play from the Mountain View game. However, I don't know of a time that I haven't seen those two on the field together. It'll be an Eagles ball with a free kick. That's going to come from Gage Nielsen. Forward movement to Silas Wheeler. Inside the box. And a chip up and over the goal by Ayers. No good for the Tigers. Saw an opportunity, maybe got a little too excited. Sent it up and over the goalposts.
Good job, Jaden. Good job, Traven.
4 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first half of play. 5-0 in favor of the Tigers. This time taking the goal kick out for the Eagles was Gage Nielsen. They swapped that goal kick out from the previous kicker with Varela.
Stay with it. Come on, boys.
Good job, Eagle. Pressure.
Beeson's going to send forward.
Go get it, Chase.
Meets up with Bingman, who will send it left to Weaver.
Get him, Caleb.
Weaver with a nice maneuver that sends it behind him and over to Sam Welsh, who gets it inside the net to make this a 6-0 ball game in favor of the Lander Valley Tigers.
Go, Talon.
Lander with some well-placed set pieces, getting them success behind the goalposts. Rella will move forward. Lyman at the 50. A steal from Silas Wheeler will send it the direction in favor of Lander. A boot downfield by Lyman, met up by Cody Elliott. He'll toss that out of the box.
Good pressure, Cole. Go, Jake. Good, Jackson.
Lyman sends it back down the sideline. That'll go out. Connor Ayers with the toss.
Hey, boys, let's go.
Get it out of there.
Welsh moves forward to Weaver. Weaver will take a shot on goal, stopped by the legs of Carter Smith.
Brennan. Stop, Carter.
Connor Ayers from the touchline goes into Beeson.
Good, Coy.
Lyman getting a swipe, gets turned back around by the Tigers. Forward motion by Connor Ayers. He'll take it to the middle.
Get it, Eagle. Come on, boys. Go to him, Caleb.
Passes left, going forward to Hamilton.
Go, Coy. Good hustle, Cole.
Joe Hellier gave that a lob to the right. Meets up with Callum Wheeler. Working on the outside of the range of play.
Stay with him, Jax.
Tigers from the wing. Goes to Silas Wheeler inside the box. Shot and goal taken, and success found for the Lander Valley Tigers with Silas Wheeler. Minute 47 to go in this first half of play. Join us for the halftime show here on yotoday.com. Streaming live on YouTube today. There is Fort Washakie graduation, so congratulations to all the graduates. That is live streaming on Facebook. We'll join this to Facebook as well as soon as that graduation has commenced. Concluded. Sorry, wrong C word. One of those. Weaver's going to send it to the left with Hamilton.
Good, Jared.
Lyman getting a lob on it, changing direction, going past the 50. Weaver with a nice tackle that keeps it inside the bounce. Drop kick from the keeper from Lyman. It's going to send it to just about the 50. Meets up, that time with Caleb Smith.
Stay with it. Come on.
Keep it up here.
Lyman working the formation, gives it a lob forward. Lander able to turn it around.
Man.
Silas Wheeler goes left,
Come on, boys, let's go.
working inside the box, rushing forward. That'll get chipped away by Lyman, clearing out the danger for the Eagles.
Let's go, Eagles. Hold them deep.
In from the corner, Welsh moving forward. That'll go into the side of the net, but no good for the Tigers on that movement. Carter Ayers from the corner. Take two to Welsh. Forward to Beeson. Hamilton coming forward, sends it forward, and gets palmed away by Carter Smith of the Lyman Eagles. Whistles will signify that it's the end of the first half of play. Folks, we're going to go with them. We'll be back with the halftime show here on WyoToday.com, streaming live on YouTube, soon to be on Facebook as well. So spread the word to the other parents. We're going to recognize some of our great local Fremont County sponsors. Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School Soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers!
I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at...
White truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's go.
Truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for 2 Tuesday through Thursdays now through April 8th.
Welcome back to the halftime show here on WyoToday.com. I'm Rusty Wirtz if you're just now joining us. We're here at Lyman Stadium here in Lyman, Wyoming. It's a beautiful day, mid-50s, just a bit of a breeze, but you know you can't ask for better weather for a soccer match. Now on the pitch today, so far the Tigers finding success in the back of the net against the Eagles. 7-0 the current score, about 3 minutes left in halftime here on this pitch. We'll have the girls game directly after this. Hey, as a heads up, I found out who number 3 is. Logan Witzke, number 3 for the Tigers being subbed in today. You know, I went down there, and as you can hear about me being winded, I ran down, talked to the team manager and assistant coach, and they got me all sorted out. So we're solid there. Curious to see what the second half of play will bring for the Tigers and for the Eagles. I'm curious if they're going to set up a heavier defense for Lyman, and whether or not Lander's going to switch it up a bit too. There's trying out some different set pieces, some where Weaver will drop back, be taken on by Welsh. Good movement by the Tigers so far in this game. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Let's see some stats on how these two teams have faced off previously. That right after we hit this break from our great local sponsors.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
Welcome back to Lyman's Field here in beautiful Lyman, Wyoming. It was a great trip. For me, it was like 3.5 hours. For Lander, I think maybe about 3 or 2. Great trip over. It was interesting. I saw just about every form of Wyoming weather on the way here. From wind to fog to just about anything you can name. Even had some rain along the way just after South Pass City. But in Lyman, you could not ask for better weather. A bit of a breeze blowing toward the press box. However, keeping nice and sunny out. The girls' game will be directly after this one on WyoToday.com after we check in with our post-game show. Lander moving forward with Reed through the center. You can see Joe Hellier running forward. Joe's that player you can count on to always have a little extra running gas. Interesting that he was running forward to make a play near the wing. Donahue with possession. Lyman getting a swipe on it, taken back by Loham. Went to say his first name. Out on Lander. Lyman ball being brought back in by Babcock. Lyman ball take 2. Just about the same spot, this time tossed in by Saby. I did double check on that name too. Varella's going to send it forward. Callum Wheeler getting a touch on it. Stops the movement, sends forward. Lander in the center with Donahue. Takes it over to Reed. Bops forward. Lyman's going to get a touch mid-pass that disrupts that forward movement and then lobbed out of bounds by Gage Nielsen. Corner kick for the Tigers. Goes just outside the box. Eagles able to shut it down. Back to the side with Reed. I'll zoom us in a tiny bit here. I think I might have zoomed out a little too far at the half. Ball's going to go toward the AD and then out of bounds. For reference, that's the AD that helped me get set up today. So I really appreciate his help and everyone here at Lyman High School. From the toss, Weaver's going to give it ahead. It's never too early to remind you to stick around for the post-game show. We'll talk to Coach Schaff and get a lowdown on his outlook for state so far. That'll be next week. Keep in mind there will be no video broadcast. However, I will be doing traditional play-by-play. Unfortunately, the WHSAA has given a exclusive video streaming contract to an out-of-state company, so I cannot do the video side of things, but I will be able to do a more in-depth voice play-by-play. Which before I learned how to run a camera, that's what my expertise was. So a good swipe by Lyman, moving back downfield with Thomas. He meets up with Loham, drops back. Welsh will take it from center, sends it right to Reed. Reed will double back. Sends forward to Loham, to Joe Hellier. He'll get inside the box. He'll chip left, a little too far for the goalpost. No good for the Tigers, but great effort by Hellier. That was a take 2 with the play we saw previously. It's going to be Lyman ball with a goal kick being taken out by Smith. Excuse me, that's Gage Nelson. Smith is the keeper. Hamilton will meet it at the 50.
Let's go, Blue. Go, Andreas.
Getting a little cooler here at Lyman's pitch. Varela coming into the box. McLean Hellier will send that forward, meeting up with Welsh near center circle. Welsh to the side with Hamilton. He'll lob that forward into the box, being met up with Carter Smith.
Good job. Go two, Caleb.
Welsh will take it forward to Loham. Lander keeping it along the 50, then sends forward from Callum Wheeler. That'll go out past the sideline. If you're wondering who the yellow jerseys are, those are the ball shaggers today, helping out the teams.
Go, Blue.
Cody Elliott coming out to meet the ball. He'll read the field, toss it forward. Heads to meet up with Reed at the side. That'll go out of bounds. Varela takes it in to Portis Prado. Penalty will get called there.
Keep your head down.
That free kick's going to be brought in by Aiden Varela. That lob's going to get enough spin on it. Gets palmed away by Cody Elliott. We've seen him do some amazing things this year, just behind the 6, and that can be counted as one of them.
Come on, Blue. Let's go.
Varela had a pretty wicked spin on that kick as well. Donahue meeting it up at the corner.
Come on.
He'll drop it to Reed just in front of the 6. Over to Loham. It's going to get booted out, that time by Saby. Welsh goes to do a little flea kick behind the back. That'll roll past him. There to save it is Weaver.
Stay with it, Aiden.
Loham forward. Lyman finding it hard to keep Lander out of the defensive third. Blocked. That shot by Reed, blocked away by Carter Smith. He'll take it to the edge of the box, give it a lob high up into the air. Lands just before the center circle.
Come on. Stay with it.
Rella will send it forward. That bonks into Weaver. Lyman keeping up the heavy coverage, but Nico moving in inside the box. He'll drop it back, playing keep away.
Nice.
A tackle taken on by Nielsen will take Loham to the ground.
Good job, T.
It's going to be Lander ball from the sideline.
Come on, Blue. Stay with it.
Weaver and Welsh trying to maneuver past Lyman. They'll get a stop on it, send it back to the other side of the field.
There you go.
Nice, T.
Come on. Go.
A chested change of direction coming off of Titan Hill.
Good drop.
Lyman's going to boot it back to the 50. Callum Wheeler there to get a touch on it. Looked like it might have gone out of bounds, but also I am not as close to the game as the refs are. So I'll stick with them having the call. Giving it a head back downfield. Lander making some headway. Donahue will take it over to Weaver in the center. Go inside the box. Reed heading to the wing to meet up with it. He tries to keep it in bounds. Looks like he got slipped up a tiny bit. That'll go out of bounds on Lander. Substitutions coming in for Lyman. We have Lalaton, Olis, and also McCoy Smith and Wyatt Nebeker. Goal kick out from Nielsen. That'll bounce out of bounds, past the 50, being brought back in by Joe Hellier. Callum Wheeler making use of some larger kicks today. He gets it over to Ben Hamilton on the far side. Silas Wheeler's going to send it forward to Reed just inside the box. He'll drop back to keep control. And a shot on goal taken by Sam Welsh finds success at the back of the net. Lander Valley Tigers 8, Lyman Eagles 0, 29:40 to go in the second half of play. I have to say, I'm digging the home crowd. They're a very nice crowd, and looks like a lot of spectators for this first game of the day. It's always good to see a nice crowd come out to support the youth athletes in any town we go to. Reed's going to meet up with it. It's going to be called offsides on the Tigers. Falling the ball back to the free kick. This one going to be taken out by Gage Nielsen. Was a longer kick. It's going to end up in the defensive third of the Tigers. Callum Wheeler's going to watch that roll out of bounds. He'll get the toss in. He'll make it to center circle with Welsh. Off the goalpost. That could have been a neat kick by Reed. That was a sharp cut, but it bounced off the goalpost. No good for the Tigers. Goal kick's going to go a little too far. Out past the sideline. Lander ball.
Okay, let's go, Blue. Get ready.
Lander will get it in the danger zone. Shut down by Carter Smith. Reed trying to get a swipe from Varela. He'll continue moving downfield. He tries to get it past to McCoy Smith. Lander takes it back. Lyman's going to dribble in the middle. Hellier will change direction, sends to the center with Loham. Walsh moves forward. Silas Wheeler sends it to the left of the goal. That'll bounce off the goalpost and into the back of the net. Success for the Lander Tigers with 27 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the second half of play. Zachary Bigman. Back to center circle. They'll reset the ball with 27 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Lyman quick out the starting gate. Gets swiped away by Loham. Heavy coverage by Lyman. I'll get Lander a little tripped up. The back and forth. Lander back inside the box. Gets booted out, shuts down the danger. That was from Titan Hill. Substitution in for Lander. We'll see Beeson back to the field. He'll go in for Sam Welsh. corner kick from Reed. He'll give it up to Beeson. It's going to get lobbed up and over. Out on Lander. Still a breeze here at Lyman's pitch. Sun is out. It's a little chilly, but a great day for soccer nonetheless.
Go, Coy! Give it back, give it back!
Get up there, go to the ball.
I know, Jay. Protect your goal.
Lander making headway down the field. Reed's going to make a shot on goal. Dropping to his knees to stop it is Carter Smith. Beeson will send it to the far side of the field. Meets up with Hamilton. It's going to be swiped out of bounds by Nielsen. Connor Ayers going to sub in for Parker Reed. Ben Hamilton from the side. He'll toss it in to Zach Bingman. Silas Wheeler trying to get fancy with footwork and make it a little closer to the 6. Shot and goal taken by Weaver, palmed away by Smith. Cleared the danger for the Lyman Eagles. Smith was there. Substitution for the Lander Tigers. Carter Ayers welcome back to the field. He'll sub in for McLean Hellier. Joe Hellier with the toss. Goes to Weaver. Ball's going to go unattended back inside the box of the Lander Tigers. Lyman's ball from the touch. Substitutions in for Lyman. We're going to see Andres Portis Prado back to the field, as well as Preston Nebeker. Lyman from the touch. Jonas Calvert, the keeper for this second half of play, I believe. Maybe. At least I believe that's Calvert. Now I've got to scope the sideline. Lyman's going to return it with a lob. That'll roll back into the box. Picked up by the keeper for Lander. There are some Lander parents in the crowd. I could hear them.
Don't run from the ball, run to it.
Lander inside the danger zone. Lohem goes to move forward, gets tripped up. Lyman able to turn it around. Meeting it up with it at the side. They'll send a lob downfield. Carter Ayers there, moving back forward. Silas Wheeler with the swipe, goes back into the wing. We'll get tripped up there. Looks like it was fair game. Play getting a little more intense now that there's 21 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Portis Prado going to change direction. Weaver will take a tackle that sends it out past the sideline. Lots of action for the AD today. Running the scoreboard from the sideline.
Good job, Traven.
Olis to the bench. Lyman will start us back off from the touchline. Lander had another substitution. I'm just tracking down who the player was.
Come on, boys, let's go. Stay with it. Good job, boys.
A swipe by Lyman sends it back down the field. Now near the flank. Trying to work a formation to get it inside the danger zone. No luck for Lyman, but they're starting to get a little more intense with their play. I believe number 28 is Bear Blackburn for Lander. I'll double check when Coach Schaff comes up.
Come on, Lyman, let's go. Defense.
Nice, Paige.
Lyman's going to lob it away from the corner.
Nice, Aiden, go, go.
The Eagles starting to make some use of larger kicks to make it down into the defensive third of the Tigers. Goes back to center circle. This time meeting up with it is Caleb Smith.
Stay with him, Aiden.
Lob out past the field goal for Lyman will make it a Lander ball. Substitutions in for the Tigers.
Shot.
We have Welsh back to the field. Oh boy, they're making me use my my full roster today. All right, let's see. We have Quinn Hertler. We also have Whitesky, I believe. Also on the field, one that I missed, was Teeson Race.
Good shot. Keep him coming, boys.
Feel like I'm at the beginning of season again. They're testing me and I did not study. All right, forward movement by Lyman, stopped by Welsh near center circle. Welsh will head it back. Ball will go a little too far into the box, gets picked up by Carter Smith. Current score 9-0, 18 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Wheeler will follow that out of bounds. Brings it back in to Beeson. Beeson over to Whitesky.
Come on, Lyman, good stuff. Come on, boys, let's go. Go, Eagles. Come on.
Lander making use of some of their more green players for the varsity team. I'll go off the elbow, it looked like, of Nielsen. No call, I don't think it interrupted play necessarily. A swipe by Lyman makes it opportunity time, and a swipe left goes a little too far left for the goal's taste. Seeing a hustle from Braxton Saby, excuse me. I did ask how to pronounce that at the half. He'll take it from the corner for Lyman Eagles. Eagles send that over. That gets caught and cleared away by the keeper for Lander.
Hey, guys, come on. Get it, Titan.
Lander moving down the middle. Welsh goes in for backup, gets lobbed away by Lyman, brought back by Beeson at the defensive third of the Eagles. Lander will keep it inbounds. That's Logan Whitesky. Witzke, excuse me. Kellen Wheeler sends forward. That goes to Carter Ayers, then to Welsh in center circle. There with the swipe was McCoy Smith. Look at taken back by Wheeler. Clouds starting to cover the sunlight here at Lyman Stadium. Getting a little more chilly. Lander from the touchline. And a shot on goal taken by the Lander Tigers. No good, but a nice attempt there. Taken by Hertler.
Good job, Darren. Good job, Caleb. Good job, Cole. Good job, Preston.
The goal kick bring up by Gage Nelson. Beeson able to keep control, although he's met with heavy coverage. Sam Welsh down center. Lyman change of direction back to the 50. Hamilton will lob that forward to Otis Beeson. Ball's going to roll back past the 50. Hamilton to chip that forward. Lyman there to meet it at the 50, sends forward, going over to Saby. Saby able to keep possession mid-dribble. Portis Prada gets a touch on it, then gets chipped away by Lander. I think Lander's giving me a test drive of what next year might be able to look like. Some names I might be able to get used to. From the sideline, Hertler. He'll take it from the touch. Sends into Bingman. Bingman sets up. A little bit of a hesitation, but great placement. A lot of back and forth between the two teams. Just before the 18. Shot on goal by Beeson, body blocked by Lyman, sent back. Beeson's going to drop back to Welsh. Portis Prada with heavy coverage on both. Welsh forward to Beeson.
Get ready. Get out there. Block that. Stay with him. There you go. Yes.
Witzke chasing it down near the side for Lander. Stop on the forward motion. Taken that time by Race. Toss in from errors of Lander.
Come on, let's go, Lyman. Get it out.
Two players will take a tumble. Looked like it was from both sides. Lander keeping most of the play in center field or forward. Walsh is going to race in near the 50. On the side, out on Lander. Following that out was Race. Race will lob forward, goes to center circle. Meets up with Hertler, who drops that back. Now forward motion through the middle. Carter Smith coming out. He'll grab the ball, run it to the end of the box, and give it a kick. And that goes to the far side of the field. Varela in midfield, giving Carter Ayers a run for his money. He'll try to make that over to Welsh. Gets a lob by Portis Prado. Lyman moving forward to the 50. He was met with triple coverage. Didn't have anywhere to go. That gets turned around by Lander. Witzke moves forward. He'll send it inside the box. Couldn't quite make a play out of it. Carter Smith comes forward, narrows down the angles.
Pressure, Andres. Turn it around. Come on, Lyman. Get it, Jax. There you go, Jax. Man, man. Yeah! Good job, Jax. Good pass. Go, Braxton. Go, Braxton.
Good hustle! Good
Good job, boys.
passing!
Good job, Jax. Good job, Coy.
Come on, Coy! Coy, did you get a goal?
Cooper is really poor.
Get a goal! Go, Aiden!
Come on.
Foul.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Woo!
All right, Braxton, get it in. Get it in. Got this.
Go, Aiden!
Oh, go get it. That would hurt a lot. Yeah.
Go, go!
Mark on your butt there, too.
Okay, Blue, be ready. They're coming back.
Attack!
Go, Jax.
Get it! Attack him!
And a score. Score for the Lander Valley Tigers. Taking on that
Come on, Blue, you gotta attack.
Sorry about that, folks. Hoo-wee. I had a little bit of a coughing thing going on. Score there by Welsh for the Lander Valley Tigers.
Good job, Lyman. Let's go.
Good job, boys!
Yes, they are.
Come on, Blue. Top.
Go, Jared!
Come on.
Silas Wheeler moving downfield.
Step, Gates. Step, Cove. Come on, Blue. Nice kick. Go, Jaden. Go, Jaden.
It's going to be Lyman ball from the end line. My microphone somehow disconnected there, folks. My apologies. I was trying to grab a drink of water and hoo-wee. That's the one downside to allergy season in Wyoming. Connor Ayers down the side. He'll bop that left to Silas Wheeler. Tries to move forward, gets lobbed away by Lyman. Beeson there to meet it.
Good, Coy!
A lot of back and forth between these two teams in the second half of play. 6 minutes, 17 seconds to go.
Good job, Caleb! Good job, Cole!
Lyman will take it from the far touch line. Tosses into about the 50. That'll go back out of bounds.
Win that! Good job, Cole!
Ball's going to go off the ref.
Yeah, Aiden!
Sometimes you just can't get out of the way.
Get him, Jared!
To be fair, the refs can run a lot longer than I can, so I'll give them the benefit of a doubt. As we found out from halftime, I get winded from running down to the field and back, so it's going to go out past the end line on the Tigers. Or excuse me, I believe that actually might have had Lyman last, giving Lander a corner kick. Substitution in for the Tigers. Back to the field, we'll see Witzke, and Hertler.
Go, Eagles! Hold them!
4 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the second half of play. A shot on goal by Hamilton, a little too much power. That'll go up and over the goalpost.
If they didn't kick it so dang far.
In from the sideline. Lyman bringing it in this time. Rella's going to chest it. Connor Ayers taking control after that, near the 50.
There you go.
Portis Prado with some good footwork, sending it downfield. My field mic might be a little too loud now. There we go. Lander to the side. A swipe by Lyman sends it back in favor of the Eagles. Connor's going to chip that left. Play and keep away. Back out of bounds, Lander ball. This time being brought in by Race. Race from the touchline. That time, the ref able to duck out of the way. I'm not dissing on the ref. I think it's fantastic. They do a great job. Also, as a side note, I feel like this has to be talked about. If you're looking to get into being a referee, there is a need across the state of Wyoming, and that goes for, I want to say, just about every age group that you can think of. Turn down our field mic a little bit. It's getting a little windy now. Yeah, so if you are interested, I suggest that you look into it. And folks, remember to be nice to your referees. It's one of those things where you can always use more of, but I know even locally in Fremont County they're looking for more refs for esports. A nice block away there by Lyman. That time coming off the body of Caleb Smith. Corner kick for Lander. Beeson in the corner. Beeson's going to lob it just in front of the goal. And a kick by Connor Ayers will send it to the back of the net. That takes this ball game 11-0 with 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go.
Let's go, Eagles!
Come on, Lyman!
Also, as a side note, if you have folks looking to watch on Facebook, we are now live on Facebook as well. Congratulations to all of the graduates for Fort Washakie High School. We were streaming that live on Facebook, so we had to bump just over here to YouTube. So now we're on both. That lob's going to go out past the end line. They'll go to the keeper for Lander.
Go, Eagles! Win this!
The ladies' match will face off against one another next here on WyoToday.com.
Don't give up!
Go, Caleb!
Both teams not giving up the intensity yet. 1:20 to go in this match. Shot goal taken by Lander, shut down by Carter Smith. He'll give that a big kick that goes out past the 50.
Go, Lyman! Get that ball!
Ayers down the side. That'll go out of bounds on Lyman.
Come on, Lyman!
Get it out!
Get it out!
Witzel with the chip over. That goes to Ayers. Witzel will try to take a kick. And a shot on goal. A little too much power. That'll go up and over for Lander. Out on the Tigers. Eagles ball. If you're wondering if it's getting a little darker here, that's because it is. There are some gloomy looking clouds on the field now.
Go, Lyman! Yes, Aiden, good job! Keep going, Aiden!
Keep going!
Will be two Tigers getting tripped up.
Good, good!
Hamilton kind of limping it off at the moment. Lander's going to swipe the ball back with Carter Ayers on the far side.
Good job, go!
Whistles will signify the end of this contest. Final score, Lander Valley High School Tigers 11, the Lyman Eagles with 0. Folks, we're going to have the post-game show here at WyoToday.com. Sorry, Facebook viewers, for catching the end of the game, but we are live streaming also as well on YouTube. Huge thanks to the Lyman staff today getting us set up. It was a little crazy. We had some internet problems, but we were able to make it through, folks. And we're here, broadcasting live soccer here from Lyman. It's a gorgeous day out here so far. No rain yet, but the clouds are tempting. We're going to talk about the game here in a minute. I know Coach Schaff will probably make his way up here to the press box, so we look forward to that as well. We're streaming live on WyoToday.com on both Facebook and on YouTube.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Welcome back. We're here at Lyman Stadium. Oh, somewhere in there. Maybe if we move that way a little bit. There we go. We're doing it.
All right.
All right. So, Coach, it's always good when you walk away from a win on the road. It's also the game right before state.
Yeah, you know, we came in looking to improve, and I think we worked on some things that today, even during the game, that we have been working on, and I saw some of the formation adjustments we've been working on, so it was good. So.
Yeah, and you know, we got to see some players today maybe that have never been on the varsity field before, so that was always fun to see as well. I feel like you were testing me, and I didn't study.
Yeah, it was nice to be able to get some of those young kids in and let them have some varsity time. They've earned it. They've had they've stuck with us all year, so it was nice to have some of them get in there and get a chance to play some varsity time.
Right. Now, next week is state. What does prep look like right now?
You know, we don't have a lot left. We've got 2 days, because we leave on Wednesday. So we'll practice Monday and Tuesday, and then turn around right from there and go to state. So, we got work on a couple little things, but there's not much left to do. So.
Right. So, do you know who your first opponent is in state yet? Or
they're playing games today, so I think it's probably going to be Douglas. But
Okay.
Riverton beat Douglas 1-0 yesterday, so I'm not 100% sure who's going to end up on that. They got a lot of ties and stuff on that side of the state.
Right.
And I haven't sat down and mathematically put it on paper yet. So.
Is there any opponent that maybe you're trying to prepare for more so than others?
I think we're just a power Warland. We're hoping that we can get through and hopefully play in the second round, and we know we're going to see one of those two in the second round, so that's kind of where we're at. But we're not overlooking the first round. We're going to play one game at a time. But to answer your question, yeah, we're kind of looking at those teams we played because we know what we got to fix. We haven't played the other side of the state, so we don't know. We don't really know what we got to fix, so we're going to have to fix that at the game. So, yeah.
All right. Well, good luck, and we will be there next week, so I hope you come talk to me then, too.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to see what the boys do at state.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Coach Schaaf.
Thank you.
And, folks, we'll be back with more of your post-game show here on WyoToday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube. I want to say thanks to all the staff here at Lyman High School getting us going today. They've been fantastic. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather because it looks like we might be having some rain soon. So that here at WyoToday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and YouTube.
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers!
I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at...
White truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's go.
Truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for two, Tuesday through Thursdays, now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Welcome back to Lyman, Wyoming with WyoToday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube. I want to welcome you to our second match of the day. As you can see here at Lyman, getting some rain clouds that are a little testy looking, just a tiny bit dodgy. Beautiful day nonetheless here in Lyman. We're seeing the Lander Valley Tigers get ready to face off against the Lyman Lady Eagles. Now, if we're taking a look at the last time they played, if I could scroll down to that, I believe it was a win for the Lander Valley Tigers. It looks like that was an 8-0 win for the girls in that contest. That was at Lander's home stadium at Bull Bush. And then today, we're in Lyman on the road. So, as we're taking a look at the game we missed from Wednesday, it was a 2-1 win against from Mountain View. And Lady Tigers were able to walk away with a win from that one. So, speaking of which, sorry about not carrying that game. I fully intended to back my truck up to the field like we did at Worland, and then unfortunately I found out that the mobile Wi-Fi unit that we had was not going to work there. So, unfortunately, couldn't cover that one. Congrats to the wins that both teams took home that day, regardless. We'll also be broadcasting from state. We won't be able to do video broadcasts from there, but a traditional play-by-play broadcast will still be available to you. So, just as an FYI. All right, taking a look at today's match. Now, Lander packed up, headed to the road, 9-3-1 overall, then 9-2 in the 3A Mountain West. So as far as standings for the Lander Valley Tigers go, not a bad start heading into state. And folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back at it here on WyoToday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and YouTube.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Welcome back to Lyman Stadium here in beautiful Lyman, Wyoming. I was actually just chatting with someone about how gorgeous it is here today. Some rain clouds, however, might be coming in on this, but we'll see. They're a little dodgy, but 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go till we start this contest. Hey, folks, if Facebook decides to mute our broadcast, because sometimes they do that with music, turkeys, so if they decide to do that, make sure you go watch over on YouTube. All right, taking a look at this contest. Lander was able to take a win in the first time they faced off against Lyman. That was an 8-0 win in, I believe that was the first match of the season. Now, things could have changed since, so I'm curious to see how Lyman comes back swinging. This contest, the second of the day, I'm curious to see how many spectators at Lyman Stadium as well. They had a great showing for the first one for the men's match. Yeah, it's a great day for soccer, folks. It's a little more cool outside, so we're going to see some blankets and, and some hoodies in the crowd, but nonetheless, a great time for a match. Now, team leaders are going to meet up with the ref at the 50, and then we'll get started with this contest with starting lineups. Both teams gearing up for state. As we talked with Coach Schaff just a couple minutes ago, Lander, not entirely sure who they're facing yet, but nonetheless, it's going to be an exciting time for these two teams heading to Cheyenne next week. All right, we're going to take a quick break here at WyoToday.com. I'm Rusty Word, streaming live from Lyman here with WyoToday.com.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers!
I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin,
You had me at-
white truffle risotto, crab dip,
Sounds good. Let's go.
truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you?
It's time for the starting lineups here at Lyman High School.
Number 20, Haley Lytle.
Number 20 for the Lander Valley Tigers, Haley Lytle. Number 8, Abby Copeland. Number 17, Mia Copeland. Number 4, Bethany Miller. Number 15, Whitney Hansen. Number 13, Anna Knock-Hazel for number 13. Number 12, Mason Morton. Number 25, Delaney Sullivan. Number 10, Demi Stauffenberg. Number 26, Emma Getz. And Layla Norris playing as the keeper today.
I think I got them all.
You did, you're good.
Starters for your Lady Lyman Eagles.
Your Lyman Eagles today, starters.
From the west side of Lyman, number 12. Number 4, Kenzie Sill.
Number 4, Kenzie Sill.
The Lyman Mountain View School Boundary, number 5, Brooklyn Walker.
Number 5, Brooklyn Walker. Looks like she's playing keeper for Mountain View today.
Number 6, Emma Nelson.
Number 6, Emma Nelson.
P.O. Box 18, Aspen Black.
Number 2, Aspen Black.
Across from Road and Bridge, number 11, Kaylin Woodruff.
Number 11, Kayla Woodrum.
Other side of the freeway, number 8, Taylor Hill.
I'm kind of digging some of these. Taylor Hill.
East side of Lyman, number 13, Charles C. Rose.
Charles C. Rose, number 13 for Lyman.
P.O. Box 1200, number 3, Jade Whiting.
Number 3, Jade Whiting.
Across from the library, number 1, Raven Heaton.
Number 1, Raven Heaton.
Couple doors down from my house, number 10, Rachel Jensen.
Number 10, Rachel Jensen.
And I'm not sure where she lives. Number 25, Braxton Bergman.
Number 22, that was Braxton Bergner. And it looks like she's wearing 22, but is listed as 25. Thank you. Folks, we're gearing up for this contest. It might rain. It could be a thing that happens here. Yeah, it's going to be a great contest between these two. 40 seconds set to the clock. I'm going to make sure our clock hasn't slid any. It has a tiny bit, but we'll fix it. Both teams going to get a bump to start the game. There we go. Now we have a real scoreboard again. Now on your screen that you can see with wyotoday.com, you'll be able to see Lander going from right to left, and then Lyman going from left to right. Welcome if this is your first time listening. I'm Rusty Wirtz, and welcome to Lander Valley Soccer, streaming live on wyotoday.com. You know what? I think I just saw my first raindrop. It's days like today, I'm thankful for a press box. Sullivan's going to start us off in center circle. She'll draw back to Knock-Hazel. Excuse me, that was Hansen. Forward to Knock-Hazel, past the 50. Lander starting off with a fast pace. I'll go out past the sideline. Lyman ball. From the touchline, that was Sill.
Good, Rachel.
This is not the first match they've played in the rain. I think the other was actually at Lander Stadium, but that was on turf, so it might have a different feel to it today. Mason Morton trying to meet up the ball at the 50. Gets in center. She'll move fast. Rose. Copeland will aim to keep it in bounds. That'll go out past the side. Lyman ball.
Good, Raven.
Lyman from the touchline. Sullivan over to Getz. She'll bop that forward. That'll roll out past the sideline. Mia Copeland from the sideline. She'll give it a toss. A little deeper into the wing. Goes toward the end line. Gets palmed away by their keeper. That was Walker. Walker will take it to the box, kick it out, ending up in center circle with Mason Morton. She sends forward to Getz. Getz will keep it near the side. She'll lob that forward onto the other side of the box. And that'll barely roll out of bounds. That means a keeper kick for Lyman. That'll be taken out by Hill. Hill sends to the far side of the field. Out on Lyman. In from Knockhazel. Knockhazel tries to get to Sullivan. That'll go just in front of the goal.
Good, Kaylin.
Mia Copeland a little farther forward than we're used to. I'll turn down our crowd mic here a bit. Make sure I'm turning down the right one. Normally where we see Mia Copeland, I believe that is Bethany Miller now. And they could have tried out some formations on the Wednesday game to Mountain View. We weren't able to carry that. No electricity and no internet there. And then I found out my mobile unit wouldn't work there either. A shot on goal by Sullivan, in and good, with 36 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the first half of play. An ideal start for the Lander Lady Tigers. Get a new score sheet set up here.
Let's go, Eagles, your turn.
The Eagles will start us off from the center circle. They drop back to Jensen. Jensen forward through the circle. Meets up with Lynn. Gets a lob forward by Lyman. Chested by Miller and sent to the side. Heavy coverage by Copeland. Perhaps too heavy of coverage. She'll yield a whistle on that one, giving a free kick to the Lady Eagles.
Go, Jade.
Whiting will take that kick. Sends it just in front of the goal, gets turned around. That lob goes back. Palmed away by Layla Norse. Norse playing keeper for Lander Valley today. She'll send that out just before center circle. Lander working near the side. Knockhazel past the 50, sends it to Sullivan just before the box.
Good job, Jade.
Sullivan putting on the gas. She'll meet it at the side. She'll take a heavy-footed kick that'll bounce off of one of the Lyman defenders. Clears away the danger for the Lady Eagles.
Good job, Jade. Go, Raven.
That'll go out of bounds. Lander ball being brought in by Mason Morton. Morton gives that up to Mia Copeland. Copeland tosses in. Morton takes it to midfield. Sends over to Knockhazel. An attempt at the goal taken by Hansen. That'll go out past the end line. Keeper kick for Lyman. Not a heavy rain here in Lyman, however, it is sprinkling a bit. Of course, now that I said that, I should probably watch what I say. A drop back to Hansen, sends forward to Sullivan, just inside the box. Knockhazel will chip it over to the other side of the net, and that'll go out of bounds. Lyman ball being taken in by Whiting.
Stay with her, Char!
A swiper in front of Sullivan puts Lyman moving the opposite direction. Taking mid-dribble, Morton turns it around. It's going to be a drop back to Knockhazel. She'll move forward, take a shot on goal, up and over, too much power. Well placed, however. 33 minutes, 41 seconds to go. That's in the first half of play, by the way, folks. If you're a little confused, the boys did play first today. This one's just getting started.
Yeah, okay. Good, Raven. Good, Aspen.
Stauffenberg keeping control of the ball near the 50. That'll go out on Lander. Lyman ball. Ball goes into no man's land for a minute. Lyman able to turn it around. Taking it to center circle. You'll have to bear with me. I'm looking at a roster off the computer. That was Black, Aspen Black. Hill from the keeper kick. Copeland rushing forward to chase that down. Several fast change of directions will end up back in center circle. Gets to Morton, over to Hansen on the side. Ball will roll to the flank on the far side of the Lady Eagles.
Stay with her, Em. Good job, Char.
Lander danced around the box for the Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles, though, keeping up tough coverage. A lob's going to send it over to the other side of the net to Copeland. That'll be kicked out of bounds. Lander ball. It's going to be Mia Copeland from the touchline. A shot on goal. It's going to be palmed away by Brooklyn Walker. She'll take that, toss it to just before center circle where it meets up with Mason Morton. Walker clears the goal. She'll drop kick it at the edge of the box. Meeting up at the chest of Knockhazel. Mia Copeland from the touchline. Tosses the wing where Sullivan's going to chip that right. Looks like she was trying to meet up for a set piece with Knockhazel, and that'll go out past the sideline. Oh, looks like it might have actually been the end line, giving a corner kick to Copeland. Corner kicks in from Copeland. They'll get taken out of the box by Lyman. Copeland fast to get back on it. Whistles will blow. It'll be a free kick for the Lady Eagles. Whiting will chip that just past the 50. Lyman advancing downfield. I'm going to try to keep the camera pointed a little farther down so it makes it a little easier to see. I know it's a little dark with the clouds in the background. Gets near the 18, drops to Morton. Chipped away by Whiting. There'll be a penalty on Lyman. Kick coming from Mason Morton. Morton will send that out past the end line. Lady Eagles ball. Substitution in for the Eagles. Eliza Clegg, welcome to the field. Hill will be the one to take that goal kick out of the box. Sullivan with a nice maneuver, takes a shot on goal, and it's in the bottom left-hand corner, past the keeper for Lyman, takes it a 2-0 ball game against the Lady Eagles. Great placement by Sullivan. 27 minutes, 41 seconds to go. A substitution that came in after that was Ashlyn Cook. Looks like Cook went in for Morton, and I think she might have caught a cut or something that she needs to cover up. Doesn't look like anything serious, but nonetheless, taking to the good old first aid kit. Coach Montero getting her fixed up on the side. Stauffenberg with a swipe away. That'll get booted by Lytle. She'll send that downfield. Meets up with Sullivan. Lyman able to turn it back around. Gets facing heavy coverage against the Lady Eagles. She'll send it forward to the box. Sullivan racing forward. That'll get tipped away just enough to get it out of the danger zone. Copeland will send it back to the right. Knockhazel takes the shot, bounces off the goal post, gets taken in. I believe that was by Hansen. Instead, that's going to get called by offsides. Yeah, I believe that was an offsides call. That was 27, Ashlyn Cook. Rain's starting to pour here in Lyman. You can see some folks opting for umbrellas, other opting for perhaps the car. Knockhazel's going to send it right. Now I have to admit, I haven't seen a soccer game in on regular grass in the rain. I don't know if oh, and off the hand of the keeper, that'll roll to the back of the goal. I think that went to Sullivan or Getz. I can't quite tell. That takes our score 3-0 in favor of the Lander Valley Tigers. 25 minutes, 29 seconds to go. play will resume.
Nice, Kenzie!
A chip downfield. We'll see Norse rush forward, narrow down the angles, pick up the ball, and scope out the field. Norse trying to send it to Cook.